Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my 3 talking points. Liverpool 1, Everton 0. The 246th Merseyside derby ends in defeat for Everton. Their first defeat in 10 games. And yeah, a real disappointing night in the end at Anfield. We again, a ground we just don't do anything at. And we've lost to I'm going to call it a contentious goal. Some people will probably say, oh no, second phase in it. But it can't be second phase when there's 1 second between a lad being miles offside and then actively flicking a ball through. I get it if he's offside, the ball goes there and there's a crossover. I understand that, not when he touches the ball. But there you go. But Everton, as I said to me, Matt Jackson, very lucky to still have 11 men on the pitch after James Tarkowski's challenge on Alexis McAllister. The truth is we didn't do enough. Beto does brilliantly and hits the post. He should score, really. He is a bit unlucky. It's millimetres, but he done all the hard work. Just beat Kelleher, which you do. And it's a little bit unlucky. He's unlucky with the offside goal as well, given how tight it was. But we just didn't do enough in the final third. We didn't test the goalkeeper. We didn't have a shot on target in the second half, and that's criminal against any team, that really, for me. So that's the tail of the tape, if you like. Liverpool deserved to win, got the win, and we have to really dust ourselves down. That's what happened. So first talking point will be the quality needed in the summer. It's proven tonight for me. You can say it. We can say it before games, you can say it after games, whatever. We all know where we are with this squad. They work really hard for each other, got a really good shape, well organised. There is some quality in it. But you look at Liverpool and you see the athletes in that side. Okay, are they all amazingly talented? And they're not amazing, skillful footballers, but they're athletes. And they're quicker than we are, the pace when they break. And you look at us, and we've got too many of the same type player, I think, similar sort of attributes, similar pace levels. There's just no pace in the side. But we also need some creativity. And the final third is where the money needs to be spent in the summer. A wide player on the right who's direct and can get beyond people with pace as well. And has goals in them. We're getting nothing from wide areas. Jack Harrison's got 1 goal all season. Lindstrom wasn't available tonight, no goals all season. And Jai's returning, he's got 6, brilliant. McNeil might be back next week. He's got 3, I think. Nowhere near enough. Nothing in midfield scoring goals. What's the core? He got 2, Alcaraz has got 1. It's not enough. And we need some of that quality. Not only to put your foot on the ball, not only to be creative, but to put the ball in the back of the net. They're all over the world. Don't need hundreds of millions of pounds to improve on what we've got. They're all over the world. They're everywhere. And yeah, you probably have to get work in progresses, of course. But when you're paid to do that job as a part of a recruitment team, that's your job to identify it. Data will give you the identification of players. Then it's about sorting through that and seeing what fits where. We need real pace. We need people to be worried about a counter-attack. And we need a little bit of quality doing stuff at the top end of the pitch. And we haven't really got it. Beto's done really well. He has. But he hasn't scored for a few games now. He's a willing runner. He'll get you goals. He's a squad centre-forward for me. They're the champ. If you can get the ball ahead of him, he's a real handful. The problem is, where's the quality to get him that ball? Because yes, you can play the ball, but, curling in behind, and Liverpool are square, so you get in a few times doing it that way. But they did cut that out second half, and we didn't look for that ball enough anyway. Where's the next pass? Where's the person that's picking it up off him in the 10? Is it Alcaraz? Do we need someone better? If it is Alcaraz, we need a midfield player who can do it, who can get his foot on the ball, slow it down, look either way and get us passing. We ain't got that. We haven't got full-backs who bomb on and are the real threat. Brien's done brilliantly, but Mikalenko, I give him man of the match tonight for the defensive job he did on Mo Salah. But they're not creating anything from wide. So we need that quality in that final third. A centre-forward has to come in I think Brien, I don't know what'll happen with him. Don't know. Will Everton try to loan him again? Who knows? Chimiti needs games. He's way off it because he isn't playing and he's only just coming back. So we do need to spend some money in that final third. And that'll, when you put all the work rate in and you put the tactical side of the game into that team, then you add quality into that team, and Jai will help coming back more on him in a bit. Then it'll change the way we play as well, and it'll give us more control, but it'll also give us a bigger threat than what we've got. Seeing the aptitude of the players tonight, seeing the desire to work hard, we've seen them keep the shape, mainly the discipline, James Tarkowski. Just a little bit of quality we just don't have. And Liverpool have it in abundance, and because we kept their better players quiet, you can't keep them quiet the whole game. You need a little bit of luck, and Jota, with that little bit of luck with Diaz being offside, Jota took his goal really well, and that's that quality, and that's Everton have got to try to find some sort of quality like that in other areas or right through the middle to be the difference. But that's, we know this, but we were not with. It's just games like tonight when you're up against real quality, give you that. Reaffirms it for you. It reaffirms it for you. Second thing I want to talk about is David Moyes with his squad and where we're up to. He's getting players back now, but I think tonight will be, just sort of going on from that last point, tonight will really be confirmation, I think, to the manager of what we need, of what we're lacking. You know, again, like I've just said, heart, work rate, effort, shape in abundance. Those lads put everything into it. The lack of quality is there to see, and the manager will have seen that, will be aware of that. He's come from West Ham, he had Bowen and Kudus. Okay, didn't really have a good centre forward there. Antonio, not, in my opinion, not great. It hasn't really worked with Schumacher and Haller either, did it? But he had those two wide players who really did, and Paqueta, who's that little bit of quality behind it as well. And you'll look at this Everton side and go, where is that then? What do we need in this? And we need players of that ilk, really. If you put those three into Everton's side with other options that we have, they go up a level, of course they would. That's what you've got to be looking at. And the manager will have known that, and he'll have seen it. You know, when he's seen those players playing against the team that's going to win the league tonight, seeing them, they can't carry a plan out, they can't defend well, they can't stick to the task. In the main, Liverpool didn't really cut us open, which is a bit of a surprise to me for a team that's going to win the league, that we did deal with that quite comfortably at times. So that'll be a big plus, I think, for David Moyes there as well. But he will be under no illusions after that, where the bulk of his strengthening needs to take place, and definitely wide areas and some pace. He'll see that and see that there isn't really any threat in them areas. So a lot of work to be done in the summer for the manager. But he will have had some reaffirmations as well. I mean, I'm talking about having a fullback in point one, flying forward on both sides. Well, Jake O'Brien's been brilliant. He had a bit of a tougher night tonight, but he did in the main deal with Diaz. But again, the manager, it's food for thought for him, isn't it? It's food for thought for him, absolutely. And, you know, I think he'll be looking at another centre-back as well, because you need one anyway. You know, and if it is Esteve or Esteve, how you say his name, at Burnley, who they've looked at, then brilliant, get him in as well. And then you've got O'Brien, him, Branthwaite and Tarkowski is the four. And then we see where we go from there. But he'll know what he's needed. But tonight, I think he'll give him a better measure, because we are playing against the champions-elect. It's a one-goal defeat, but he'll know that we haven't been good enough when we've got into the right areas to really put them under pressure. And the third and final point really is Iliman Ndiaye. It's good to see him back. Okay, he done nothing when he come on, really, but he's got half an hour in his legs there, and we know that just before the injury, ironically, in the last derby, he was really playing well for David Moyes. He was scoring goals, creating goals. He was a real threat, and it's good to see him back. And, you know, I think the manager will be really buoyed by that, particularly the home games. And it's an opportunity, I think, for Ndiaye to nail that down. Now, Arsenal at the weekend, will he start? I doubt it, but he'll be in the squad and he's an option off the bench again. But who knows? The manager might think he's done half an hour tonight, no reaction, then yet he'll start. He'll start against Arsenal, the crowd and everything at Goodison. It'll give them something different to think about. But it's really good to have him back, because he is I'm talking about a lack of quality when we're going forward. He really is. The quality brings that little sprinkling. We want 2 or 3 more of his type in that squad. Absolutely we do. But right now, him, and you think of Alcaraz, who is good on them. I thought he did quite well tonight, really, Charlie. They're the players that you want to see in the team. You want to see them on the ball. You want to see them looking after the ball a bit better, and that'll give us more control, therefore increasing our chance of winning games. So it's good to see Illiman and Jai back. It's good to have Brien. It's good to have Chimiti back as well. Their options off the bench. Hopefully, as we move towards the end of the season, the manager will mix it up a little bit. I'd still, certainly at home, I'd like to see Brien on one side and maybe Jai on the other with, take your choice, Chimiti or Beto through the middle. Maybe Alcaraz just behind him. You know, maybe that's quite optimistic for Arsenal at home, but Ipswich and Southampton absolutely do it. Let's see if we can we employ Breuer as a wide forward? Can we play with a genuine 3 up and have 3 working hard in midfield and really put the onus on the away team at Goodison Park in particular? So I'd like to see him try something like that before the season's out as well, and see if there's other ways of playing with this squad that we've got. But like you say, really good and positive to have Illiman and Jai available again tonight. That is it for my 3 talking points. Watch the match reaction. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out Ped's after-match stuff as well. If you can, have a good night. And obviously we'll be all back tomorrow on Toffee TV. Make sure you check out the final words tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you later.